I think one of the biggest mistakes actually from the humans is to take for granted, and breathing is one of them. We need to unlearn a lot of the stuff we were told. You need to at least rethink, some of the stuff that we thought it will be that way, and there will be no alternative. So yeah, I think that makes a big difference to question what what were the lessons when we were in our childhood, even in school, even properly. I don't want to get political here, but even the education system is not really prepared for you to develop. It's prepared for you, to be compliant more than anything else. So if you want to really do something fulfilling, it has to be your own choice. It's not something that society will indicate you.
Yes, but I learned through the years that I don't demonize anymore anything. Like, I don't demonize politics. I don't demonize the society.
You don't have to. There are demons already, so there's no need to demonize them.
But they are. But I don't take time to demonize that anymore, because with all the information we have just right now, and we have access to a lot, we have to be able to create our own environment, even if we are still part of the system. um, we are still able to create our own environment. I read a book years ago. It's called Interview with the Devil by Neville Goddard. No, it's not Neville Goddard. It's Napoleon Hill. Sorry. Interview with the Devil. And it has nothing to do with the devil that we imagine. And there is a really great sentence that marked my life forever. And it says, the human race has the ability to choose. That's the only freedom we have. Choose your own environment. But pay attention. By natural law, you have to be part of it. Does that make sense? Like, we have the freedom. That's the only freedom. You can choose your environment, where you want to live. But then be careful, because you can find like a cheap rental somewhere that makes you feel comfortable paying things, okay? But in your head, you want a better life for yourself, okay? But if you go and choose your environment in a cheap place because that's the money you have, that's the regular life we live. But be careful, because when you choose that environment, okay, or an unhealthy environment or whatever, through the years, by natural law, you're going to be part of it. That has nothing to do with you, because that's how nature works. So there you have to, even if everything is demonized, let's don't demonize it anymore, and just take the freedom to choose your own environment, even being part of society.
Yeah, I fully subscribe your words, and I tend to think that the people who complain about society, politicians, and all that, they're the most unhappy. Where does those who are dedicated to build themselves, great life, and trying to explore the best of themselves? We don't particularly care about who was elected, what law is now in place. There are more relevant things. We know that they impact us, but we have bigger dreams than the demons, or the demons. That's the biggest difference.
You have to create peace in your around yourself. Now with all the wars like Ukraine and Israel and everywhere, people are commenting a lot through the TV and everything. But listen, you have to create peace around yourself. You don't speak with your mom. Like, you demonize that war and you demonize everyone, but you have 10 years since your last time you speak with your mom.
Yeah.
Create peace around yourself, because you can't go there. You can go to the front and fight for one or to the other one, whatever, we have the freedom to choose with who want to defend. But can you go there? No. Can I go there? No. What I can do is create peace around myself. Do I have a conflict with my coworker? So I'm going to work on that. That's how I contribute to peace in the world. Creating peace around myself, creating peace with the people that maybe I have a conflict, maybe something happened, or maybe you have a emotional problems because of your dad, and that you just go and fix that. That's how you contribute to peace.
Yeah, that sounds to me very much Jordan Peterson lesson, that you're going to look after your room before you go to the road out there. So I was listening to you, and there were echoes of Jordan Peterson, and I had here in the notes, and I was sure we're going to talk about it. But that seems to me from someone who pays a lot of attention to his words, that look after yourself first, make sure your room is in order before going out there, and act like the savior. So I think you took Jordan Peterson very seriously.
Oh my God, I love him. I just love him. His words. Or maybe sometimes he can be controversial, and not everyone loves him, but I think he's a great one. And he don't speak like, he's not a motivational speaker, but I don't demonize anyone. I told you, he's a doctor who had a lot of patience. He learned from his patience. He learned everything he teaches us. He learned from his experience with all his patients, in all these psychiatric clinics that he used to work. He learned a lot from people who used to be dying, and he had these conversations with them. And I just love him. Like, every word he says has a meaning for me.
Yeah. Well, 100%. And I think he's very useful for the youngsters, because sometimes I talk to people, let's say in their 20s, late 20s, and I wish I was their age now, because they can hear those figures. I mean, I wish for many reasons. We all wish to be younger, huh? But one of them is the figures we see, on the internet, because they are so important. They will tell you things that you will never think about it if you will just listen to the neighbors or to the stuff at school. I think internet, as you just said, the YouTube University, is powerful, really powerful. I
love it.
Sometimes I talk sometimes I talk to boys in their late 20s, and girls as well, mostly boys, because it's a peer-to-peer conversation, and they are so articulate. They know what they want, and they are not just fooling around. I mean, they do their mistakes, and sometimes they are not be proud of what they did on the weekend. Like, not everyone is perfect, but they are focused, and they are so orientated in a way we were never. It was just impossible. There were exceptions, but now there are more of those exceptions than there were, let's say, I don't know, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. And it's for sure a Jordan Peterson influence among other guys.
Of course. Now it's the best moment to learn. If you don't learn, you don't want to learn. Even if you don't have, like, you don't have money to go to university, listen, you have access to everything. You want to learn a new language for free, Google University. You want to learn a new skill, just go there. But you need to take the time to investigate, to do your researches, to do your job, to do your homework, and go ahead.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had to figure it out. We didn't have access to all this information. We had to figure it out.